So Melanie Szlucha, my company is Red Inc. I do job interview coaching, resume writing, and job search coaching. And I really love what I do because I have the power to help people live up to their potential. When I was a hiring manager, I always looked at the resumes that were coming in and the people that I was interviewing, and I said, you know, is this a great person but they just have a crummy resume? Is this a great person but they just don't have the interview skills and they just can't communicate well in the interview? And if I could hire everybody who had applied for this position and put them in the job and they tried out for 3 months, would I end up keeping the person with the best resume? Or would I end up keeping the person with the worst resume? I love the tactical aspect of it, the very specific things that people can do during their job search to improve their chances of getting that job. That there's very specific things and actions that they can take that will improve their odds significantly with the recruiter and with the hiring manager. I've got to say there's probably not many topics that can get as dry as resume writing and job searching, but I'm passionate about the topic, and there is nothing in the universe more annoying for a recruiter than calling someone who had just applied the night before, and I'm not even making this up just for dramatic effect. Sometimes I do, but not this time. But they just applied the night before, and I say, I'm calling from CMIT Solutions in Stanford. You had applied for this position as a help desk administrator. I'd like to set up a time for a phone interview. And they will say, what job was that? What company are you with? You know, I apply to a lot of jobs. Can you send me that job description and let me take a look at it? Or tell your friends to do that, because then that'll give you a better chance of getting the job. Another true story from the recruiting desk. So one time I was recruiting for a position, and the company used a unique database software, like an applicant, not an applicant tracking, but a customer service tracking software that they had. And they even told me at the time we started the search, they said, we will be so impressed if you find anybody who has ever used this. I said, okay, so just kind of laughed. And I'm going through resumes, and my gosh, I found somebody who had that on their resume. My God, I couldn't call her fast enough. Call her up and say, hey, you applied for this job. She actually remembered it. Score. And I said, you know, I see that you've got experience with this software. And I named the software. She says, huh? What software? I died a little inside. And to top it off, she actually put the icing on the cake with this one and said, I don't remember that. Could you send me that resume back so I can see which resume I sent you? You could have had your resume professionally done. There's other resume writers in the world, I know. But you could have it professionally done. You could have somebody else do it, and it can look good. But if it's not getting you interviews, then it's broken. A vow, because I hear it too much. Everybody, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I promise that I will always copy and paste the entire job description into a separate Word document so that I keep it forever. You know what? Focus on the ones that you were super duper qualified for and go after those with everything you've got in you, because that's the only way you're going to keep yourself sane. Write your resume with the reader in mind. Your resume is not meant to be a tombstone of everything that you have done that you ship over the wall to the hiring manager and say, good luck figuring that out. I'm qualified. I don't see why you don't see that. It's your job to make sure that it shows that you're qualified on the resume. You have to make the connections for them. So view it from their perspective. You need to build your network on your own. You need to go out and actually get off your couch and meet people. Shocking. So you come to this event today. How many of you talk to the person that you're sitting next to as you're waiting for this presentation? First thing, you do not want to launch into a long-winded story. Please, please, do not start with saying what you used to be, and now if you want to change into something else. because my mind will stay on what you used to be. So a great example of this was I was speaking at a library up in big Watertown, and the one person got up and said, you know, I used to be an airplane mechanic, and I worked at this airfield and I was a mechanic there, but now I want to do blah, 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 blah. Now that's the problem. I remember clearly that he was an airplane mechanic because my mind thought, how cool is that? Airplane mechanic, who does that? I didn't know anybody who's done airplane mechanic. And my mind clearly has stuck with that to this day. I have no clue what that poor man is looking for now. At the end of this presentation today, I had one person come up to me and she said, this was great, you gave me hope. And there's nothing better than that, to be able to give someone hope in their job search and hope that they're going to get the job that they want and hope that they're going to better the financial situation and hope that they're going to be able to take a vacation sometime and hope that they're going to be able to put their kids to a better college. There's so much that is riding on people's careers, and I'm just empowering them to take every opportunity that they can to get all the opportunities that they need.